What's going on, my great people? Thank you for joining the Lounge Talk. As you see, we got a special guest. We got the Bishop Nick up in here. It's me and your urban
Bishop.
Dr. Pernell Maxwell.
What they do?
Thank you for joining the Lounge Talk. Do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, please share this right now. For the replay crew, God bless you. Thank you for joining us. We're going to start with Nick. Nick, how was your day today, my boy?
So today was a smooth day. I actually just got back from speaking at the junior high. They had a little thing where with the program called Excel. Yeah, choosing to Excel. Miss Moden, shout out to Miss Moden over there choosing to Excel. She asked if I would come every day this week at lunch and speak to the kids. So I was like, yeah, I ain't got no problem doing
Cool.
that. Yeah.
Cool. What school was it?
Junior high. Conway Junior High.
Conway Junior High.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. P, how was your day, boy?
Hey man, blessed to be alive again. You know, another day in reality. You know what I'm saying? Not in a fictitious world like some people I know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just blessed, man. I know it's somebody wish they was in my position. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking full advantage of my life, my day, and doing the best that I can. You feel me? So
yeah, cool, that's heavy, brother. That's heavy. That's how you coming today?
I
see what type of podcast this is going to be today.
Shoot. Be grateful, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on. As y'all come on shortly, today's topic. Now, I don't want y'all getting in your feelings. It's kind of a message in a message. Can women raise sons? Now, we obviously know women, y'all have the ability to raise men, because I came from a single parent household. So George Franklin did raise me.
Most definitely.
But is there men needed in the household, or is there men needed in the picture, period? Because, you know, a lot of women, they don't want that extra help from a man. And we just want to chop it up to see, you know, what you guys think. Or I have my personal opinions about can women raise men. I know Nick got his personal opinions. I know Pernell has his. So we want to chop it up with everybody because it's a sensitive topic.
Yeah.
I know each time I ask somebody, especially a single mother, they got their feelings. And like, I do it by myself. I'm like, you know, I appreciate you. Because you know what? It takes a real strong person to raise their kids by themselves. So we appreciate you. But the topic in hand is, can women raise their sons? And not just their sons, but children, period. But what is the man's role regarding, you know, that kid? So, you know, P, if you want to go ahead and get started, you know, what do you think? Can a woman raise sons?
Off the rip, some women have been put, historically, have been put into a position where they had no choice and they was figuring it out. And just as parenting, period, you know, you make mistakes along the way. And I believe a woman can definitely raise a man to a certain extent. But as a young boy, a young lion cub, I guess you could say, there's always a yearning for a male figure. But I've got some great family members and / friends who were raised by a single mother, and them some of the strongest cats I know. But I do know when it came to a time of adolescence, you know, 11, 12, 13,
right.
And moving forward.
Right.
Smelling yourself is the phrase. It is the phrase, and things kind of, you know, start switching up. And depending on your type of mothership or leadership for that young man, and whatever he's taking in, not just from the mother, but school, social media, of course, you know, TV and all of that nature. And then just like hanging around certain crews, you know, it can be an influence on a young man. But I tell you what, I think for some of the young men that I know that were raised by strong, beautiful women, is that I think the love is what gracefully helped them get them to a certain point to where they wasn't yearning so much for a man that they was just rough and rugged, like they was ready to smack the brakes off of, you know, everybody. Because there's a balance between a mother's love and a father's love. And sometimes you can end up with some cats that's way too soft. and they ain't got no backbone. My mother-in-law would say they was jellybacks.
No gristle.
Yeah, big jellybacks out here, and that's not a good look. You know what I mean? It's cool to be a man that had compassion, but you got to stand on something and not have your emotions on your sleeve. And that's where I can say sometimes where a man can kind of help balance that out, because and that's something I preach to my boys on the regular. Like, you got to have some self-control.
Most definitely.
Because especially in this world, this society, if we slip up at the wrong time, like, that can be, your life would be different. You know what I'm saying? Either behind bars or 6 feet deep,
Right.
or, you know, messing your career up, or who knows, you know what I'm saying? But
Most definitely.
it's a slippery slope, I guess you can sort of say, like James said earlier, just being parented by one parent. But no disrespect, I love women. I had my big brother told me this. He said it take 2 of you to make them. It's gonna take 2 of y'all to raise them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Talk about it.
But we know that, you know, so in some instances, there's some bad fathers out there, and mothers have to retreat and take their baby cubs and go try to, you know, live a better life. But, you know, also too, and today, I'm not gonna lie, there's also the other way. You know, it's the mothers out there that really ain't on, you know, solid ground, and the father may have to step in, you know,
Right.
and
It's true.
have to take it. But like I say, man, it's crazy. It's a tug of war, you know what I mean? But in a picture perfect world, you would love to have both parents,
Most
and,
definitely.
you know what I'm saying, to be able to keep that balance, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, my answer, long story short, women can get young men to a certain extent, but there always needs to be some type of male influence to help solidify the foundation for the man to continue to move forward in his life.
True.
That's heavy. That's heavy. I like that.
True. Shout out to Pastor Jaggers. He's on.
Jaggers.
Double salute. Double salute.
That's my pastor.
What
y'all.
up with it? What up with it?
That's my pastor. My sister-in-law's on. My wife is on. Mama's on. Thank y'all for joining. We appreciate you. I'm gonna let Nick go here in a second. I personally know, and Nick does too. You know, we hadn't had those conversations at the church. I was raised. As a matter of fact, I was raised by my grandmother, but she is my mama because she raised me.
Right. Talk about it.
She adopted me, so she raised me, so she's my mama. And there are certain things that I needed that she couldn't provide, not because she wasn't a good person or a good parent, but I needed that male figure. She could only get me to a certain extent. Because I was smelling myself. I'm you know, you the man of the house.
Right.
But like, you know,
I'm doing push-ups, mama.
You know, playing football.
I love it.
Lift some weights. You know,
Talk about it.
You think you're doing something, and it needed to be a male figure in that time period right there. You know, I appreciate Dwight, and I appreciate Pastor Kelly. I appreciate Pastor Jaggers, my cousin JB. I appreciate those men, you know, stepping in, knowing I didn't have a father figure, stepping in to let me know, listen, you can't just pull your weight around here. Right, you got to put some respect on it. You know, you know what Birdman said, but put some respect on it.
We finished, so we done.
Respect. All three of y'all.
All three.
What?
But you gotta have no disrespect to mothers. You gotta have a father, or your grandfather, or uncle, or cousin, your older sibling. You gotta have somebody to guide you, because manhood, it can be presented by a woman, but it can't be taught. When I mean presented, they want to know. They have an idea of what an ideal man is. True. But only a man can show another man how to be a man. Go ahead, Nick. My fault.
No. I love it. First off, I love where y'all at with it. I 100% I love where y'all at with it, brother. I promise you. First off, I love the insurance that y'all throwing out there. Right. Y'all super sensitive. You don't want to be insensitive to the way that I like it. I'm finna crush all that. I'll be honest with you. I'm finna crush it all, brother.
Okay.
All right. So look, this my perspective, and it is a tricky topic. You know what I'm saying? But I think the thing that kept coming to my mind while y'all was talking was, a woman can definitely raise a child. A woman cannot raise a man.
Woo.
100%. Now I'm gonna say it again, just in case y'all missed that. A woman can raise a child, but a woman cannot raise a man. I'm just gonna be bare bone. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like growing up, and of course, I'm definitely. I don't want to say I'm a victim of it. You know what I mean? But I definitely. I grew up in a single parent household. You know what I'm saying? My mom was there. My dad was like, if you call, he was locked up majority of my life. You get what I'm saying? Yes, I got to be around him. I got to touch him. I got to, hug him, whatever. Yeah. But as far as like being present for moments that I need him, he wasn't there. So like a half in, half out. He was literally. But to say the least, my mom did everything that she possibly could, like any parent, any good mom would do. Right. But the man, she had nothing to do with it. She could put me in the rooms with certain men. She could like all that. She could tell me, like, hey, go to church. Hey, da-da-da. Hey, listen to this, listen to that. I promise you, I would play with my mom all day as far as like joking or whatever. But when a male, me being 15, 16, whatever, when a male said something, all that went out the window. And you didn't even have to be, you know what I mean? I didn't play with males. Right. It wasn't like a fear. I didn't fear you. It was just a respect. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like looking at that, bro, it's just a man holds something totally different that a woman would never be able to hold. Yeah. Vice versa. I'm not just, bashing the women at all. Right. But it's like, it's something that women got that we can't have. That nurturing, man, we could try all day, bro. We would never nurture. I can't even birth the baby. You feel me? Right. Man, I was holding Chris in church. I holding Chris as soon as he got his moment. He was comfortable. Right. It's just, we don't got it, brother. Brother, sometimes you got to give it up. We just don't have it. Some things we don't have. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have it all. So like for us to be honest enough to admit that, women should definitely be honest enough to admit that as well. Yeah. I promise you, all of my male teachings came from coaches, pastors, you name it, dude at the gas station. I'm telling you, being honest, bro, you need men in your life. So it's like, it was detrimental to me knowing what manhood really is. You know what I mean? Like, it's one lane just to be a man. It's a whole another lane to be a man of God. You get what I'm saying? That's a whole separate. Yeah, that's a whole other podcast. We'll be back for that. But nah, just genuinely like that's. I just couldn't. While both of y'all were talking first, like I said, I love the insurance y'all putting out there. Yeah. But 100%, like I'ma just be bare with you. You cannot raise a man. You can raise a child. Yeah. Point blank simple. So I hope that makes sense. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel about it. It makes sense because I see. And y'all, we got to be honest right here, right? So
we got to be honest. The podcast. Don't lie on the podcast. Tell the truth, man. Get it out of there, man.
I see it. What Pastor said, mom taught me responsibility. He's still learning manhood. Wow. That's
no, I think that's a never-ending process, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, you're right, it's just like learning, period. Like, I think that's a never-ending process at all.
I needed the respect level from another man. Like, I needed to learn how to be respectful.
Right.
Because, when it's just you and mom's like, man, I'm going to clean the room when I feel like it.
Right. No, for real.
Yeah. And, she got with it, and I cleaned it up, or she told me to do something and I still did it. But, if Pastor told me to do something, hey, I need you to do this. Yes, sir. That's it.
Right.
It wasn't no.
And you trying to do it ASAP as well.
Yeah, you got to do it
as soon as possible. You trying to do it.
You preaching Sunday. Okay, cool. I ain't arguing back. It's a respect thing. Yeah. So many boys, and I see it especially in the elementary stages, and that's when it starts. Really starts when out the womb, but it starts in that time period of the elementary stages when all they see is mama. Yeah. So they gonna have a stronger side to their femininity, and men don't need to have a stronger femininity side.
I'll take it a little bit deeper. I don't even mean to cut you off. I'll take it a little bit deeper than that.
Go ahead.
It's exemplified in everything around us. Right. Social media, TV. Yes. You seeing more women than you are seeing males at all, especially as a black man.
Boy.
If I'm being honest with you, like as a black man, I never really, honest to God, too, they just now started to integrate commercials, marketing. I took marketing in school. Like that was a part of my major. None of those commercials, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, none of those commercials, except for like the unhealthy ones like Oreo. Yeah. They'll show a brother on that. Right. You get what I'm saying? Ozempic, stuff like stuff we ain't supposed to be on. You know, health, anything health-wise, they would put us on. But if it was it was something where banking, we would never see a dude going into it wasn't never a brother going into the bank. Wow. You get what I'm saying? We didn't see that. It wasn't exemplified. Yeah. So like that's why I think we would even clinch even more like when your coach or when like imagine how many times if y'all played sports or just had a male teacher.
Yeah.
Imagine the difference when a female teacher told you something versus a male teacher.
Oh, it was
Right.
totally different, bro.
You
Coach
get what I'm saying?
Flowers,
Boy.
Coach Flowers,
You feel me?
stop tiddlywinking.
Boy,
Hey, and you ain't even have to agree with what he was saying.
didn't.
100%, you ain't even have to agree with what he was
Right.
saying. But
Yeah.
guess what?
Definitely.
What you did? Exactly what he asked you to do.
Made it
It could have been the
facts.
stupidest thing in the world. You did it.
These are facts.
So that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
Go up there and pick the trash up off the second floor. You know,
Yeah,
me just
straight
We're
do
gonna
up.
figure out how fast you
You
can do
gonna
it.
be like,
It ain't even no debate.
it's a respect thing that boys need to see.
Yeah.
And so many times, and Pastor said this earlier before, Pastor, you said it on the pod, one of the pods before. So I'm just saying what you said. I ain't putting your business out there. Pastor said this right here. He was the man of the house at 8, and he shouldn't have been the man of the house.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Pastor, I want to be honest with you. I was put in the exact same position.
Man.
Like, and there's no reason I should have thought that I was a protector, a provider,
Right.
or a preacher for this
supposed to be a
house.
kid.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know the elements. You haven't lived another life.
Right.
But they used to tell us, you ain't keep living.
Yeah.
And I ain't
Most
living
definitely.
there to be put in that position. So I will 100% agree with
So
that.
y'all was
Right.
that kid on that meme that was like, I'm a man.
No, for real. Man, you ain't got no hair on your chest. Boy still high pitches all get out. Come on,
Right.
man. For real.
Straight up, man.
But yeah, it's important. Like, and I see it so many times. I used to work at an elementary school, and one thing that I saw was kids that had their fathers. You know, they still cut up, but
Right.
daddy got there.
It's
Oh,
different.
snap, bro! It's about to be a long day.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real.
But you know, when I see kids that didn't have their father figure, they stayed in their office.
Yeah.
They stayed getting in trouble. You know, me and Sean worked at an elementary school together, and we did our best to pour into those young boys because all they see is mama.
Yeah.
And sometimes all they see is mama with different men.
Yeah.
So they getting different personalities
Yeah,
Yes,
different
sir.
parents
instead of a
styles, different-
consistent godly personality.
Yeah, right.
And so when we see crime and stuff like that and all that stuff, it's because of the different personalities being poured in instead of one godly character man
Yeah.
showing up for our boys. And you know, we got to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't just I look at other I glean from other men, especially when
Yeah.
you didn't have a father. I even glean from like Pernell,
Yeah.
or Sean, I even Nick, I even glean from other men. You can be
Right.
older than me, you can be younger than me.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
I
for
still
real.
glean from that because that boy in me still is learning.
Yeah, for sure.
And I can admit that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm 34 years old, but that boy in me still is longing.
Man,
Yeah.
man,
For
you,
that
just,
debt.
you just put something in my head. Bruh, I'm going to tell you one of the deepest lessons I've ever learned. It was as simple as I'll get out. So I was working at the Little Rock Athletic Club, working with kids. You know my story. I've been trying to get away from kids my whole life.
Right.
I'm just now at 28 years old realizing, brother, you can't run.
You can't run.
This
bro.
God is telling you this is what you
Yeah.
need to do. How many, it's like that boat situation. I done
Yeah.
sent you 12 boats, brother. Where you gonna drown, brother? So now, but honestly, God, truth, like I'm at that situation where like
Right.
I'm working at Little Rock Athletic Club and
Mhm.
we watching the kids. This one little dude, like we simple, bro. We was at Larry's Pizza right around the corner.
Mhm.
We went to Larry's Pizza and I was like, I was full or something, or I was like, I told the little dude something like, I'm straight, like I don't want to lie. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna get 2 pieces. And I forgot exactly how it went, but the little dude said something and it just like struck me, bro.
Wow.
I never felt so stupid, and I'm like, bro, that's when I realized you can learn from anybody. But while I said something about me not being hungry, or I think I said, "No, I'm good. I'm just gonna get 2 pieces," and he was like, "No, your plate ain't." No, that's exactly what I said. I said my plate full. There was big slices. You know, Larry's
Oh,
people, you
yeah,
can get the
yeah.
little ones, or you can get the big
Right.
ones. So I
Yeah.
just had like 2 on my plate, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, I'm good. I ain't even got no more room on my plate." He was like, "Nah, it ain't about your plate. You just ain't hungry enough." I said.
That's hard.
And this is the time where football, you know what I mean? Like I'm really working here and I'm mad while I'm working here. Cause I'm like, I'm supposed to be this star. I'm supposed to be playing football. You know what I'm saying? Bro, all he said, and when I say my world just stopped, like I forgot I was working there. I forgot I was
Right.
breathing. Like I felt like the size of a mustard seed. All he said was, "Nah, your plate ain't full. You just ain't hungry enough."
Wow.
That's hard.
But this bro was 8 years old. He didn't even know what
That's
he was
crazy.
telling me. You
Right,
get what I'm
right.
saying? So they just hit that. That's all I was thinking about when you said that. Like you can learn from anybody,
You can,
bro. We
you
always
can.
think
Real.
like we respect up. You don't think like we respect down. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you gotta respect under you, respect above you. You can learn from anybody.
I
That's
respect,
crazy.
you know, kings from, you know, all ages. Just because you make it to a certain age does not mean you can't learn from another person. I respect you, Nick. I respect, Pernell. I respect Pastor
Yeah.
because y'all are consistent with godly character.
Yeah.
We're not perfect, but
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
consistent
yeah.
with our godly character.
Yeah.
I like that word too.
glean
I
from
like that.
Yeah.
I like that word.
I don't care if a tree's been here 30 years or a tree's been here for 2 years. If they producing fruit, they still producing fruit.
Yeah, for
Mm.
sure.
And so we still can glean from other people. And so many times we've ignored folk because they younger. I'm like, the little ninja don't know nothing.
No, for real.
Yeah.
But you know
For
what?
real.
They do know stuff. And they've been through things that I've never even experienced. And they can show me some
For
stuff.
sure.
And so one thing I do as a person that didn't have a father figure or didn't have a father growing up, I gleaned from other men.
Mhm.
And that helped me along the way, and it's still helping me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Forever learning. As we continue to talk, I always like to reference certain movies or music. It's one of my
I'm doing that
passions.
too, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that too. Shout out to P. I'll be doing that too. Man.
As we're talking, it makes me think about Boys in the Hood, where
Right.
Trey Mama was like, I can't. This is it. You gotta go live with your daddy. Type.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what I like about in that movie, even though it was a made up movie, but it was real life. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
And
was.
I am so glad that the way they cast my boy Lawrence Fishburne being the Pops, man. He was an intelligent man, and he was putting us. Now that I look back now as a grown man, looking at it, wishing I had the same intellect as a boy, but he was putting us on game
A
Right.
lot.
bro. Just the simple.
Right.
When bro thought he was hard, had the gun. Cuba Gooding thought he was.
He thought you was hard. Right. And that's what we've been talking about as far as that father figure, especially when you some of the kids say standing on business.
Yeah,
You can feel that
Yeah.
without a person saying a word. You know what I'm saying? So my pops growing up, you know what I'm saying, I was blessed to have him. He could look at me. My mama would have to say something sometimes, but he mainly was the disciplinary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So much so because I had a sixth grade teacher, Mr. Nicholas, and he was a male. He was my first male teacher
Wow.
in elementary. I still remember him to this day. I think he's still alive. I gotta find him on Facebook. So
He alive. We're gonna put this in there.
super,
He alive.
super cool, man. And he was a military cat, right? But I think the way I carried myself in class, he was like, "Man, Pernell," he said, "Is your dad military?" I said, "No, sir." He was like, "You sure?" You know what I'm saying?
Dad was on no business.
You know what I'm saying? Pops, put it in me like, hey, you're an example of me when you go out. Now,
So it was some structure.
it was
is what you
super
said.
structured.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, if I gotta come up there, it's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying?
With some sad singing and some flower bread.
Right. But man, straight up. But I equate that to like with Trey having to go live with his pops, me kind of growing up with our pops, and I'm trying to bring it together as far as that feeling that you get as a young man and even as a grown man,
Right.
when you know that your father or your mentor or your pastor is proud of you, it hit different than when your mama, even though we love it, but bro, I promise you, I share this is a transparent moment. So I was a young cat, right? And I feel like I'm doing right. I'm working and all that kind of stuff. And I get fired. I'm like, oh my goodness. I got a car note and all kind of stuff. And man, after they let me go, and it was over some dumb stuff, and I'm gonna be real transparent because they had a lot of people at that job doing drugs and they kept them on board. I'm like, they not even passing the test.
Oh, you were hurt.
And
Oh, you was
like,
hurt.
oh, so y'all gonna pick on me, your boy? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the
You
work.
were hurt.
I
You
was
put it
hurt.
Denzel. Oh.
To this day. To this day, he hurt.
Heck yeah, I was drunk.
Oh, man.
And I almost had the Denzel moment where it's like, I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
You gonna do this to me?
yeah, you gonna do this?
You gonna do this to me? This job ain't nothing without me.
Yeah, nothing. They're gonna be the shoe
Right,
program.
right.
That's how I was feeling for sure. Cause I was so hurt, bro. One of the managers, cause he even knew it was wrong. And he was like, as I was getting ready to go, he's like, shake my hand. I said, what? Shake your hand. Boy,
Yeah, no love.
Oh, no love.
No
Cause I was
love.
like, cause I know y'all can revoke that. But it was a lesson learned. But anyway, fast forward. I didn't go straight home. I drove to the park, you know what I'm saying? Started, skipping rocks in the pond type joint and just thinking like, man, I don't know how my folk gonna react, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm still a young lad, still trying to build up credit and all that kind of stuff, trying to show my responsibility, right?
Right.
But I get to the crib, I'm looking at my pops in his eyes. He's like, what's wrong? He can feel it though. I'm like, what's wrong, son? I'm like, man, they let me go, bro. I broke down, bro.
Let me go.
Hey, but when he embraced me, bro, it felt like God himself was like, I got you. You gonna be straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and
Wow.
I realized that even as a father with my boys, like the times I've had conversations, especially with my oldest son, and it hit him, bro. He just started like breaking down. And I'm like, bro, you good? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that right there, that look, and this is what goes back to the point where I said in the beginning that a young man needs that male figure, a father, role model in the life, because it just hit different. Like you say, mamas can tell us to clean up the room or tell us to do certain projects, but when you got a man that you respect, it's like a natural respect, especially when they live in the life, like you said earlier, consistent. It's like you automatically fall in line, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And boy, when I tell you, like, it's like passing the torch, because you want to feel that again.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I love to make my pops proud. And guess what? He ain't even got to tell me.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I can like
Man.
feel it the same way he can feel like there's something wrong with me. You good, son? Yeah, I'm good, Pop. Like, all right. And he might say, I'm praying for you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it just makes you stay on your P's and Q's.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? As a man. And I'm saying it's the same way, like, you want to make your mama proud too. Most kids want to buy my mama the big house, get her the whip and all that kind of stuff. But when there's that spiritual connection with your parents, but especially as a man, it's like, it make you stay on the straight and narrow.
It do.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's not weird because it's spiritual. It's natural.
Right.
But
It is.
it just makes you really, stay on that righteous path, because it's easy to get, shaking off your square. But when you got somebody you love and respect, and they love and respect you, they give it back, they reciprocate it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like hitting the lotto every day, bro.
Man,
I like that though. I ain't gonna lie, I like that. Like
I
that,
love it.
I'm gonna tell you this. That was the Netflix part of it.
Gotcha.
Let me bring you to the tube side. Yeah. Let me take you to the tube side, brother. Yeah. So my pops, bro, and it's such an interesting dynamic. And again, like as a man, you gotta have to want to make the right decisions.
Right.
So you can have a great parent and just be like horrible, don't fight. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I can remember, bro, like just to put it in a nutshell, my dad is literally like the perfect embodiment of the opposite of what I want to be when I grow up.
Gotcha.
He like couldn't be worse. Like, and I'm not saying like he's a horrible parent,
Right.
but as a man, like, you don't learn from your mistakes.
That shit is real.
And I ain't even understand that until I got like, you talk about smelling yourself, like probably like 22, 23. Or I'm like, I really like I needed you. I don't need you.
Right.
You get what I'm
It
saying?
ain't the end all be
You
all.
get what I'm saying? Like, I really
Right,
thought
right.
like, man, and I ain't never ever in my life, bro, like had no grudge against him.
Right.
Bro, like I went to go visit him. Me and Dexter went down to Louisiana, visit him down there. And bro, like you'd have thought like she thought like he was like always there. Like I got that much respect for him.
Right,
I could
right.
have easily, bro, man, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the brakes.
You
off
feel like I'm in the league. And
Yeah.
I'm like, man, get out of here, bro.
Right, yeah.
Talking to.
Yeah, you know who I am.
Sit down.
Yeah.
I'm out 300, brother. You only weigh 160. Stop it. You smoke weed. Get out of here. What? You gonna tell me what to
Sit
do?
down.
Yeah.
I'm more disciplined than you. I could have easily had that
Easy.
approach though, 100% easy. And I think
Yeah.
anybody, even my mama, would have agreed with me. Anybody, bro.
Yeah.
But you know who wouldn't have agreed with me? God. And that was the main
man,
thing that
all
set me
facts.
down, bro.
Yeah.
That was the main. I literally just got
preaching.
chills like when I just said that
Yes,
because
sir.
like it was really a boiling point where I was like, bro, I'm the dad. Like, you get what I really had that much, like, man, I'm the
Right,
dad. And
right.
then I was like, I just heard that audible voice,
Yeah.
the gentleman of all gentlemen,
Yeah.
the G of all G's,
original.
said, boy, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
Like 100% you're not.
Yeah.
Not at all. And then when that set in, I was just like, man, I just got to thinking about the scripture, honor thy mother, thy father.
Right.
He ain't say honor if your mama and daddy good all the time. He ain't saying they credit 800.
Right.
He didn't say if
Pastor,
they
get
drive a
this
bit.
man a
Man,
license
the
to
brother
preach.
said,
Yeah.
the
Now.
brother told us simple.
Simple.
Honor thy mother, thy father. I don't care what they do for a living.
Yeah.
I don't care how. It don't matter.
Yeah.
So I just got to thinking like, I bet, man, I make my daddy like literally, bro. Like I make my daddy feel like he is invincible.
Right.
Like
Superman.
I love on him so hard with
Right.
so much respect
Yeah.
and admiration to where it's like he literally sometimes forgets that
Right.
the trauma,
Yeah.
the PTSD
Oh, I
side.
wasn't there. Oh,
Like he forget, and that's my goal though.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, like, I didn't understand why I had to do that. I just felt God telling me, like, bro, you got to do this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how God works. Your obedience, you don't realize how many people are tied to it. My brother dad not in his life.
Ooh.
My girlfriend dad wasn't in her life until a certain period of time.
Right.
My brother's girlfriend
Wow.
dad wasn't in her life. My sister, why everybody got a beautiful relationship with their dad now? Like everybody.
And switch it up.
And I could coach you through that because I've been through it.
Yeah.
Boy.
I could coach you through it because I've been through it.
Yeah.
So much so. I'm gonna tell you. I watched a YouTube video, Secret to Success podcast. Shout out to Eric Thomas.
Oh, that's our boy right
that's
there.
that's my dog.
Ball.
That's my dog.
Boy,
That's my dog.
faithfully.
So I'm gonna tell you like this. I remember CJ telling a story. CJ told a story talking about how his girlfriend, his wife, mom, or his wife's dad, she don't fool with him
Right.
or whatever.
Yep.
And not too long after he told her, like, man, you need to just go talk to him.
Yep.
And she wasn't listening to CJ. Well, her hairdresser randomly, God put it on her hairdresser heart to say, like, hey girl, how your dad?
Right.
And she was like, I guess you know how they are.
Right.
I guess he all right.
No news is
He
good news.
like, he all right.
Yeah.
So then the hairdresser don't know none of her business, none of that in that aspect. Said, no, you should go visit him. And she like, what make you say that?
Right.
Because CJ had been driving her the whole time to go do it. So now once she heard that, she was like, dang, okay. So went to go see him. They built this beautiful relationship. He died.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody came and he owned a restaurant or something like that. Somebody came and shot him. Fast forward, I sent this video literally 2 weeks, bro. Like, God don't play, man. Like,
Yeah.
God do not play, and I don't play with that man.
Yeah.
I sent that video. CJ telling that story.
Yeah.
I sent that video to my brother. I said, you and your girl need to watch this video now. Because
Right.
we have like this thing called Sneaky Link, but it's all 6 of us as couples.
Right.
Me, my brother, his girl, my girl, of course,
Right.
my sister and her boyfriend.
Nice.
And so we have this thing called
Community.
Sneaky Link.
I love
That
it.
actually be a podcast as well.
Oh,
But
nice.
we just talk about real world topics like how to
Right.
live honorably, whatever.
Mhm.
And so I was like, bro, you and your girl need to watch this.
Yeah.
And they procrastinated.
Mm.
And then I said, bro, y'all really need to watch this.
Right.
Why? I think I might be under exaggeration when I say like it was 7 days. His girlfriend went to go see her dad. He died in a car accident a week later. Get this. They live right beside the highway. Why he died right there on that highway, right beside the house. I never play like that. I would never joke with y'all. I would never play like that at all.
That's
But if she imagine how she'd have felt had she not built and mended.
Woo.
The man got the last picture he took was with their son. The last picture that her dad was able to take was with their son, bro.
That's major.
Come on, man. So it's like and all this from God told me years ago. The obedience, man, bro, I can cry right now. I ain't playing, man. The obedience, obedience ain't got no instant gratification tied to it.
None.
It don't have none tied to it.
Nope.
So like I literally like 6 years ago,
Joke, you
like
preach.
God, that's why I was supposed to be obedient.
That's
I done say, man, come on, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro.
Straight
Like,
up.
and I don't play with that man.
You can't.
I play a lot. I do not play
Right,
with
you
that
can't.
man, bro.
Too much power.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? I know we talking about dads, bro. You don't know, but you got a prophetic anointing on you, bro.
Yeah, I receive.
You got a
receive.
prophetic
Mhm. I
anointing for
receive
you
that.
to for you to do that. I don't throw that word out lightly, bro.
Right,
You
yeah,
got
yeah,
a
yeah,
prophetic
yeah.
anointing, and you know what? I respect you, like in a respect, like I'm gleaning from you for real. I'm listening, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't take that
And
lightly at all. I hope you don't think
gleaning
I'm
from
just
you right
no,
now.
I don't take that
I'm
lightly
gleaning from
whatsoever.
you, especially when you talking about obedience, bro.
That's the
Yeah.
big
And you know,
part.
folk think because we preachers or I'm a preacher, I automatically walk you. Bro, I be Jonah.
Notice how he keeps it like we preachers. He pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
okay with it. I'm gonna
I'm
be
just-
obedient.
I'm just in the music
yeah.
department,
He
brother.
steady saying he like we preachers.
Okay.
This Nick is not pastor.
Okay.
You're a preacher. I'm gonna honor it fully when it come my way.
Hey.
It's not me right now. I got respect
Hey,
for
what
it.
that boy-
You gotta be a preacher.
What that boy say? Ricky Bobby, don't you put that on me.
He consistent with it though. He like us. He like us being preachers. I'm not a
But I
preacher.
can- I
I'm a
can see
teacher,
it.
man. But yeah,
I
I
see it.
genuinely see what you're
I
saying.
see
Though, but
it.
yeah.
And you know what?
Can I be honest with you? I
What's
know.
up?
Keep what you got right there. Keep what you got right there. I'm gonna say this. I'm not being funny when I say this, bro. I've been going to like youth camps and all this, bro, since I was 13. Like I've been hearing that, bro. But just so fearful and like so hard headed.
Running the race. Yeah.
I ain't with that, bro.
Yeah.
Preaching?
Yeah.
That ain't cool. That ain't no sexy thing. That ain't no sexy
Right.
title.
Yeah.
How I'm supposed to be finding a preacher?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Hey,
I've been
hey, I'm
28
definitely
years
fine.
old, bro. I'm finally done.
I'm definitely fine.
Ah,
And I
28
pulled a
years later,
baddie,
bro.
okay?
28 years now, I decided, like, bro, quit running. Like, cause he
Yeah.
gonna put consistency. He a gentleman though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he a
Oh,
gentleman.
yeah.
He ain't gonna
Real
force
player
you.
with it. Yeah.
You still got the decision.
I'm here.
Yeah, but whenever you're ready,
Yeah, I'll be here.
you know, when you
Right.
plant your face in
Right.
it, just holler back. You know.
Yeah.
He don't
But
force you.
nah,
I
never.
was in California, and that's right when I went to bury my mama in California, and she, at the time, my brother's girlfriend's mom, she was like, "James, God done called you to preach."
Man.
But James who,
Me?
Brown?
You're right.
James Brown?
You know,
James who?
This at the time,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
Pete know me from
Right.
high school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
James Franklin.
Right.
And I think that be
Nah.
the embarrassing part though. Like I like that you just said that. Like I think that be the biggest thing. Like man, they know me as slick.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I'm slick, Dick. Yeah, I ain't preacher, brother, pastor, Dick. That ain't me.
That
So
ain't
I
my
know
dog.
exactly what you're talking
Right,
about. I know
right,
that feeling,
right.
bro. I know that feeling.
Right. But no, I respect you, bro, because you talk about obedience, and people think because I'm a preacher that I automatically walk in obedience, bro. I done had so many Jonah moments.
Oh. Talk about it.
Go preach to Nana, but
Talk
I'm
about-
about to go
Right. Talk about it,
across
brother.
town.
Talk about it, brother.
I'm gonna
Way
do
away.
what I want
Yeah.
when I want, and you know, when God always, he shakes stuff up. And he gets me back on my knees and be like, okay, so what you gonna do is
Right.
you gonna do what I told you to do
Right.
because you my preacher.
Yeah.
And Pastor Jack has always said this, you don't gotta go searching for no churches, you ain't gotta go searching to go preach somewhere. God know your phone number, you be obedient and you be consistent with your
Yeah.
studies, be obedient with your relationship with God. And so I'm gleaning that from you, bro.
Yeah.
And I know you still in your 20s, but you talking like
Oh yeah.
you the PhD doctor. I
Yes.
call P the
Straight
urban
up.
doctor. We got two urban doctors up in here now,
We
bro.
with it.
Shout out to P, man.
We
Shout out
with
to
it.
P.
And so I'm gleaning from you, and I just believe if we just walked in obedience, especially with this, with these boys,
Yeah.
if we just be consistent and walk in obedience, when God tells you pour into that boy,
Yeah.
just go pour into him, because that joker, he on his last leg. He dealing with stuff grown men deal with
Right.
at 12.
Right. For
I gotta
sure.
pay the bills. What?
Right.
My mama gotta eat. What?
Right.
You a kid?
Yeah.
Go pour into that.
Yeah,
Pour into
that's
that
tough.
dude. And so man, I respect the hello out of you. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
cuss on here.
Yeah.
I respect.
I know I'm
you.
actually proud of myself because I be slipping up on our podcast, but I've been good on this one. Hey, maybe it's the household that we in.
That's what it is.
Maybe the anointing is in this building. Yeah, but I'm really
it's
proud of
just
myself.
and I just really I respect P, and I watch from afar because I'm real observant.
Yeah.
I just watch from afar, and you guys don't know that y'all are motivation for me to be a better man on top of the one I am now.
Yeah.
I can say right now
That's what we
that I'm a good. I can say right now I'm a good man, but you guys motivate me to
Well,
be
Man,
better.
stay right there, bro. Yeah, stay right there. Keep going. Stay right there, bro.
Motivate me
Because
to
it's
be
getting hot in
better.
here. Yeah. No, for
And
real.
you know what? That's what we need more of, especially with Pastor. He motivates me. I look up to him when he respects First Lady, and I look up to him because I try to, not mimic, but but put myself in that position to have the success that he has.
Right.
And so I have to, observe.
I kind of like go against what you just said. Like you said, you don't want to say mimic. I think that's exactly what it is. Hey, that man is a great example. Shout out to Pastor. That man is a great example, bro.
For sure.
And so, like, you are in essence, you are trying to mimic it. Like, you don't want to be him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. But it's something. It's a characteristic that he has that's inspiring you.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how I look at it. Like 100%. Like, yeah. Like when you get around godly men, you are mimicking. Like, yeah, you're trying to. You get what I'm saying? Like,
it's most definitely.
I like that in you. For real.
Sure.
Nah, for real.
It's most definitely, bro. It's a blessing, like, to get around godly, man. I done been around the homies. We trying to get the girl.
Yeah.
Ain't go pull. I bet you can't pull her. Bro, it was me. I done been around there.
Yeah.
But when I get around godly folk that want to please God, that's a feeling I can't explain.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
That's a way better feeling than getting somebody's phone number. Like, how can you be a faithful husband to your spouse?
Right.
And how can you love your wife as Christ loved the church? Pastor Jaggers done put me on so much game, bro, about life, not just in the pulpit, but outside the pulpit.
No, that brother intelligent. That brother is intelligent.
Yes.
Wisdom, bro.
Folk don't know my pastor is actually from the streets.
Yeah. Talk about it. Yeah.
And so I respect it because he got street cred. He know the streets, and he also
can I stay? I'm gonna stay right there.
Keep preaching.
Can I? Here you go. Why would he? You know what? Take it back. I don't even want to do it. Take it back, brother. But no. But no. Like I'm gonna stay right there. I love where you at. Like I'm gonna be 100% thorough, man. I've never even felt remotely close in value to be a preacher. Remember we talked about, I just walked in church, you was like, come on now, preach, bishop, whatever, you just being funny. I was literally, remember what I said, remember the words I told you, I was like, I ain't even worthy. And then I got to thinking about that, and I was like, all the men that got, you know what I mean? Like all the men that walked with Jesus, come on, brother. You know what them boys is doing, brother? So it's like, but to be honest though, like I look at pastor in the same light that you do, and I'm like, I've never, like, I've had white pastors, I've had like black pastors, I've been around the block to say the least, you know.
Yeah.
But nah, honestly, God, truth, like pastor make it look so, man. I don't even want to say easy because I got so much respect for him and so for what he doing. But it's like he make it look effortlessly, like he is truly gifted in what he do.
Right. And
so I just got to thinking about like a gift, period, and my gifts. You know what I mean? And my calling, and I'm like, bruh, he make it look possible. Thank you, God. That's the perfect way I can say it. He make it look possible. That's hard. You get what I'm saying? Yes, and that's something as men, like going back to mimic, that's something as men that we weren't taught how to handle when somebody mock you or mimic you.
Right.
Like genuinely, I used to get upset when dudes like, I'm trying to get like you. Yeah. I thought that was hate. Bro, I really accepted that as hate. Yeah. But genuinely, like, brothers really like, you inspire me. We don't know as black men, we don't know how to say, bro, you inspire me, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for
bro,
sure.
You inspire, like, think about how humble and how good that felt for you to say, like, bro, I'm gleaming. I like that word. I'm gleaming off you right now. You know, brother, I'm gleaming at your dreads right now, brother. So it's just like, bro, like, we don't know. We not really taught how to just genuinely, like, bro, just inspire some. Yeah, for real. It's okay to just inspire me, bro. Like, it ain't like, so it's just tough to think about, bro. When you put it in that aspect, I literally, like, every male preacher, I'm just talking in that world, why I've always ran from it is because they wasn't so real with me. All they showed me was the godly side of them.
Yeah.
They ain't showing me they in a red light. Somebody nobody ever showed me that part. They ain't show me they argue with their wife. They ain't show me, I have real problems. They ain't show, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I ain't got it. Yeah. Bro, I'm so up out here, bro. Yeah. Like, you don't know what I do in school. You hear? Yeah, straight up. I go to the bathroom, we get busy. Yeah, like, somebody disrespectful, we really get busy. Like, I'm really active. Yeah. So it's like, for passages, like, bro, to be so thorough and honest, bro, and judgment free, bro. You know what I told him when we started the podcast, and he know exactly what I'm talking about. We started the pod, and I was like, I wanted to send it to him because, like you said, it feel good when somebody, a male that you look up to, is proud of you.
For sure.
So I called myself, like, telling Pastor, like, man, be careful. You know, we was doing a little cussing.
Yeah.
I said, Pastor can handle a little cussing. And I got the thinking, like, bro, why am I tripping? Like, you know, like, bro, like, why am I genuinely? Why am I tripping? Like, and it ain't like we being vulgar on
right.
But like, that was one that. it's kind of, I call it like imposter syndrome.
Mhm.
And you feel like an imposter, like you trying to be something else. And I'm like, bro, that ain't me, bro. I'm gonna be thorough wherever I am. I'm gonna be me, bro.
I'm me.
And like, if you just keep being yourself, it's gonna come out.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come out.
It's
So
gonna come out.
that's tough, though. I love where you. Yeah.
And then another thing, when Pastor, you know, and you know what? Shout out Pastor Jackson.
Yeah.
You don't even know the impact you done made since I was Jasmine age, probably.
Man.
So Pastor should have just been on this episode, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
He's an unofficial guest. I'm talking about on this episode.
Oh,
He's an unofficial guest.
Yeah, unofficial guest.
Yeah.
He gonna come on. He'll come on.
That just shows how much impact the brother got.
For real.
I was, you know, me and Crystal just got engaged, and we had a what we call intense moment of fellowship.
Talk about it.
And I called Pastor that day. I was like, you know what, Pastor? Man, Crystal tripping. She did this. And I flipped the table.
No, y'all ain't having not the pastor. Y'all ain't having no arguments, right? I really used to think like that, though.
Right, yeah, for real.
No, y'all ain't having no
I
problems.
kid you not, Pastor Jackson said, she good? She alive? Like, yeah, she alive. What you mean?
Yeah.
Well, y'all be all right, bitch.
Yeah.
We was like, because guess what? You gonna go back home.
Right.
Nah, for real.
And y'all gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all gonna have some intense moment of fellowship.
Yeah.
And that one moment helped me with my marriage. Like Pastor Jackson, he didn't come around and just preach and Bible belt me over the head.
Right.
He kept it 100. And let me tell you something. When I see him in his godly character, he's real, but has a godly character. It shows me that it ain't politic religion on him.
Right.
It's,
not at all.
It's straight up real.
Yeah.
That's what Jesus was.
Straight
Yeah.
He
spirit.
destroyed those politics
Yeah, for sure.
and religion.
Yeah.
And he showed me the real.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let y'all talk after this.
No, have it. He preaching. No,
you
get it, preacher. Get it,
Yes,
preacher.
sir.
Bro, I know this is a good thing. This is a hot topic, bro. I am sweating right now. I'm not lying. That's how I know I'm having fun.
I was in Branson one time.
Mhm.
And was watching the show Jesus, and you know, one particular part stuck out to me. Nobody even saw it but me, and the Holy Spirit said, "That's how I am. That's how I love people out of their sin right here." And so, one particular part, Jesus was walking. He was walking towards Peter's boat, trying to use it for a pulpit to preach, and there was a drunk man, and his wine was spilt over. And Jesus, as he's walking to the boat, picks up the dude's cup, set it down, and covers him up, and goes straight to the boat. And that kind of messed me up because he didn't condemn the dude was drunk, like
right.
He was gone.
Yeah.
He was drunk. Jesus didn't condemn him. He picked up his wine bottle, covered him up, put some covers on him, and went about his business.
Right.
And that messed me up. And nobody else saw it, bro. I about broke down right there, bro.
Right.
Because one particular thing that I talked about this Sunday is we condemn ourselves so much. And Pastor Jack is like, no, I don't condone foolishness, but James, you human and allow God to work on you. And I preach that there's now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. And many men are dealing with condemnation. And bro, for you to even do your dad like that, like he needed that healing of whatever he may not have been to you. Because condemnation beats men down.
Ragged, I'm gonna tell you, like, I love exactly where you at. Like, the first thing that just came to my mind when you said that was like, I looked at how much it did for me. And when I say that, I mean, like, that was one less excuse that I had.
Right.
And like, come on, bro. There was one less excuse. Like, I could easily, like, man, y'all don't know me, man. Y'all don't understand me. Like, my dad, you got a dad. I ain't got no, like, imagine how many excuses I could have came up with. You get what I'm saying? Wow. So it's like, it was literally one less excuse for me to go succeed. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was one thing that was in the way of my success, or my relationship with God. Right. So this is like, yeah, for real. I like that though.
Shoot, y'all, it's it's been an hour, bro.
It feel like 20 minutes.
We've been preaching, bro.
You been preaching.
You serious? That's crazy.
Man,
That's
listen,
crazy.
we gotta do this again.
Definitely.
We gotta do this again. We don't know when, but we gotta do this
Oh,
again.
And it's crazy because it's just a dynamic for me. Like, I love having the podcast with my girl. Shout out my baby. I do. I really do.
Yeah.
But bro, this feel good.
It's
Bro. I'm
different.
on here with brothers.
bros.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Real.
This is
With the
totally
bros.
different. Anybody that watch the podcast, y'all can see like, and not that like I'm holding back or anything like
Right,
that
right,
when
right.
it's with her, but like my energy is different. It's a different
Yeah.
style. Like it's
Yeah.
a different. You know what I mean? Like
And let me tell y'all too, transparent moment. This is my first time meeting it.
tough,
Wow.
tough.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Tough.
that's how what they say, real recognize real, and
Nah,
you're looking
for real.
familiar.
Nah,
You
for
feel
real.
me? So that energy is real, and I learned a new word today. Gleam, right?
I'm gleaming.
I'm gleaming.
You feel me?
I'm gleaming off
we
my brothers
gleaming
right
in
now.
here. We gleaming in here, brother. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm gleaming that y'all watching this right now.
Straight
You
up.
feel me?
Yeah,
Shout out to
for
y'all,
real.
man.
So the energy is real, man. That's crazy.
So we
That's
just
crazy.
grateful, man. Thank y'all. Let's see who Lady J on. What's up, Lady J?
What's
Thank
up, there, lady
Thank
Jizzle?
you. Sister Bernica on, bruh.
Already,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
happening,
yeah.
baby?
Man, thank y'all for joining. We appreciate you. Deja on, my boy.
Ah, don't do me like that, brother. Yeah, and my baby right now, hey girl. Woo. She making me nervous still.
Right,
Yeah,
still.
4 years in, I'm
You
still
ain't
nervous.
butterfly.
Ooh, you give me that feeling. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But thank y'all for joining, man. I done probably when Pass was on last time. This probably one of the best ones we done did, bro. Man, we just need to, have just like-minded people, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for joining.
Real quick, I just want
go
to say,
ahead,
bro,
bro.
I really, really appreciate you for y'all. Excuse me, because this is both of y'all platform, but I appreciate y'all for inviting me to this 100%.
Oh,
like,
boy.
I don't take it lightly at
Won't be
all.
the last.
Brother, I
Won't be the
really do.
last.
Like, anytime.
You the-
Call me
Yeah.
anytime. I don't care if it's 7 episodes in a row. If I'm
Yeah.
in town, I'm going to make it my business.
Bruh.
Y'all hit me up, bro. I'm doing this. Like,
Yeah.
this,
We
this
appreciate
is something
you,
I
man.
needed. This charged me up.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
we haven't even recorded our podcast for the week.
Right.
So now I'm going in with that, with
Yeah.
a whole new energy, and I just really appreciate y'all. I love what y'all are doing. This is powerful.
But
This
the
is
big three,
impactful.
All right. Hey, straight up.
But this has been great, man. This has been dope,
Yeah.
man. For real. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Man, we appreciate y'all. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Deja said we need to do it again.
Oh yeah.
Of course, we're gonna do it
It's
again.
Mando.
Yeah, it's mandatory. Deja. Yeah, she said we gotta do this again. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining the Lounge Talk. I love y'all so much. Do me a favor if you haven't done so. And what's the name of your podcast? Go on.
Oh yeah,
check
man.
that
Look,
out.
first off, yeah, most definitely shout out to the Slick and Shook podcast. We call it the SNS podcast for short, where we talk about a range of topics. Basically, what we want our platform to be a tool of like a global positioning system. We wanted to be a GPS for any of the people
hard.
out there that's trying to navigate through life, like young adults our age. And if what's just so funny about our podcast is our target audience is young adolescents, young adults.
Okay,
We
that's what's
literally
up.
that's
That's
in
what's
our
up.
mission and everything. But our viewership, we look at all the analytics, they all over 30.
Right.
All of them over 30. Like majority,
That's
I would say
nuts.
like about 80% is over 30. So it's like I appreciate y'all for tuning in 100%. But yeah, shout out to the Slick and Shug podcast. Shout out to my co-host. Sorry about that. Shout out to my co-host, Shug. I love you. I'll see you in a minute.
All right, y'all. We thank y'all for joining. Y'all have a good rest of the evening
But y'all.
and stay blessed. Love you. What's good, my beautiful people? Listen, I want to personally thank you for joining the Lounge Talk tonight. It's a privilege and an honor just to get to be able to have a conversation with you guys. Me and Pernell really enjoy the conversations that we have with each other and with you all, the dialogue. We love it. We just want to give God glory and honor just for you and being able to come on. So we just really appreciate you guys. Listen, before I get off of here, I want to personally invite you to Jesus Christ. The scriptures declare that he who knew no sin became sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God. Now, before I break that down, this may be unpopular, but I don't want to use my small platform just for, dialogue. I do want to use it to bring awareness to you that you need a savior, that you need Jesus Christ. So he who knew no sin became sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God. What does that mean? He took our sin and gave us his righteousness. This means that if we confess with our mouth and believe in our heart that God raised his son from the dead, you will be saved. I want to personally invite you to Jesus Christ. He loves you. He wants to be a part of your life. He wants to save you from your sin. Whether you know it or not, we all need saving from our sin debt. We all have a sin debt. And so Christ is the one who took our sin debt and gave us freedom. Listen, if you want any more questions about that, feel free to inbox me. Listen, I want to just invite you to Christ. I want you to know him for yourself. Thank you for joining the Lounge Talk. Listen, me and Pernell really appreciate you for giving us the opportunity to come on here and talk with you guys. And listen, until next time, I love you. God bless you, and have a great, wonderful evening.